Local libraries across Michigan are banding together to help restock the shelves of a Gulf Coast library heavily damaged by Hurricane Harvey. Officials with the Kent District Library are leading a campaign to bring donated materials from Grand Rapids to the shelves of the Port Arthur Public Library in Port Arthur, Texas. Needed most are bestsellers for adults and teens, as well as all types of children's books and materials. Area residents may donate new or like new books in collection boxes at all 18 KDL branches through December 30th. Brian Mortimer, Human Resources Director for the KDL, is spearheading the campaign. A group of us from across the state were sitting at a library event recently, and someone said Hurricane Harvey must have wiped out libraries in the South and they must need books, he said. Some questioned whether Michigan libraries could help a library so far away, but Mortimer said he knew the distance wasn't a deal breaker. KDL helps other libraries in the state when they have a need, so helping libraries in other states couldn't be that much different, he said. Mortimer looked online for the Texas Library Association and found a list of libraries needing help. He sent emails to several. The first to respond was the Port Arthur Library. The library, like the rest of the community, sustained heavy flood damage when the storm came on shore August 29. Rachel Scott, the library's acquisitions clerk, was stunned with the offer to help, Mortimer said. We told her KDL wanted to help by sending books and other materials. She asked how many and I just said 50,000, he said. Mortimer said he understands 50,000 items is a lot, but he is confident Michigan residents will reach that goal. Tanis Trucking, in Jenison, has volunteered to store the materials and pay to transport them to Port Arthur in January. The city is located approximately 90 miles due east of Houston, on the Texas-Louisiana border. Officials in Port Arthur say the community is primarily a working-class oil refinery town that relies heavily on the library for the services it provides. Jesse Wright, managing editor of the Port Arthur News, said people outside of Texas assume it was hurricane-force winds that did most of the damage. But in low-lying communities like Port Arthur, it was the massive amount of water that flooded the entire community. He said there are still thousands of people across the area living in hotels. Thousands of others fled to other parts of the country and may never return. News reports from the area indicate most of the homes and businesses in the city of 50,000 were completely destroyed by the floods, making it difficult for people to focus on the library. The library staff members still work for the city, but mostly in other capacities, making it even harder for the library to reopen. Scott said all the books that were shelved less than 3 feet above the floor, as well as all of the furniture and computers in the building, were destroyed. The entire children's collection was lost since those materials are placed low to the floor where children can reach them. KDL has pledged to partner with other Michigan libraries to donate the 50,000 items, including books, CDs and DVDs. Officials with KDL have said they will donate materials that have been retired from its library collection. As the Port Arthur Library will be new when it reopens next year, we need to make sure we are sending new or gently used books, Mortimer said. Port Arthur Library Director Jose Martinez originally said he hoped the library would be able to reopen by the end of this year, but now he has pushed back the reopening date to March 2018. At least 16 other libraries from across Michigan, including several in the Upper Peninsula, have committed to the effort. What seems like a monumental task is truly an effort that highlights just how much libraries care for the communities they serve and their library colleagues throughout the state and nation, Mortimer said. A natural disaster leaves destruction in its wake, but also presents people with an opportunity to demonstrate the very best that humanity has to offer. We have the opportunity to mobilize our respective talents to help one another, and that's what Michigan libraries are doing.